In this video, I'm going to take you through a tour of a garden. In it, it will show you ideas for a small garden in a small backyard. It will show you ideas on raised gardening, raised bed. Also, it will show you different items, honeybee hives and stuff. It's a tour of a garden. The ideal garden. Little pathway leading in, little flowers, and then you get here and you turn around and here's your LSU big tree, honeysuckles. The garden's laid out beautifully. You can tell it's an adult garden, but they have a lot of things for kids here too. Oh, they have strawberries here. And you ease on over to the next one. Ooh, basil, parsley, catnip, oregano. Quite a bit. Oh, it's for bees, be kind. You come over here, there's more parsley. Parsley, for elderly people, the ingredients in parsley is really good for wrinkled skin. You help stop your skin from wrinkling so bad. You got little tomato bushes with the little bitty tomatoes on them. They're kind of cute. Come on down. They got lavender, eggplant, peppers, beans, onions, cucumbers, basil. That's all. I forgot the milkweed for the caterpillars. And believe me, we cannot forget the pollinators. You have to have pollinators if you're going to have any kind of a garden. In fact, there's one right there, a native pollinator. Now people, I have these all over my yard. Nowhere near this size, never. Mine total of about this size right here. But this is the ideal pollinators garden house. You put that out in the back 40 and you'll have all kind of natural pollinators. Then you can always add your native plants to it to round your garden off. Native plants are nice to have. And you ease on over here, and here we go again with the pollinators. Look at them. They just have a field day in here. A real good field day. That's your pollinators. You got mint. All kind of stuff in here. Actually, it's all kind of mints. They really going strong on native plants. It brings in the native pollinators, and you need them. I'm not sure what this is. Now this is just an extra. Just a little something extra to set your garden off. It's really nice. And then always, you have your little sharing library in the ideal garden. No garden would be perfect without blueberries. You've got to have your blueberries. And along the fence line, plant little stuff, more blueberries. And you always add your little touch of color right there. These people plant like I do, blueberries, flowers, all in the same row, same pile. To me, it's just plant what you got when you got it. And I suppose this particular gardener kind of enjoyed tidies for his body. Ever cook ought to have this herbal garden by his back door. The aroma in here is unbelievable. Just walking around, you can smell the herbs. I mean, it is really I've never smelt anything like this. Now, for a small backyard, this is the ideal layout. The way they have it laid out and planted, you walk in on the little walk, you have your flowers, lilies, then you have herbs, then you have your little pond. And the herbs really sets this place off. I don't know if it's the humidity, but the odor is really nice. You can smell it. The pollinators in this little garden is really something. Look at them. They everywhere on these bushes. They really looking good. Now this is a great little composter for your garden. It's really nice. And if you happen to have grandkids or great-grandkids, this would be an ideal way to set your play garden up. They can do their little rides, and then they can run over here and that's the ideal. It's not loud. Don't put a bell in there, it'll drive you crazy. You want to talk about serious beekeeping, look at that. Look at your hives. All back under the trees, look at them. Now somebody is doing some serious beekeeping, people. We're talking pounds and pounds of honey. This is part of the remains of an old sugar mill that was in this part of the country. Here's some of the gears that I reckon helped crush the cane. It is some pretty heavy equipment. I'd hate to even have to worry about rigging on some of this stuff is so heavy. Yeah, there's part of your crusher right there. Here's some more of the gears and wheels and stuff. I'm guessing at one time this was some kind of a press. From looking at the barrel right there. Now this is my idea of a perfect driveway. Look at those oak trees lying down the side of it. Now, I'm standing just about center way of this driveway. You can tell it covers quite a distance, way down the road. I want to show you the difference in technology as time goes by. Notice the kittle. See the rivets? How it's riveted together with bolts? So come right around here slowly and look at the more modern one. One piece. One piece. That's the difference in technology. These old farmhouses, you don't see a lot of them anymore. Used to be all up and down the interstate highway, the old back roads. They would put more like Morning Treat coffee on the side of their building and get a small fee for it. And, you know, that's how they did things back in the day. Things sure have changed. Now you got billboards everywhere. It's ugly. You don't see many of these old rail fences anymore, leading back to these old country places. These old houses made out of logs. Yeah, that was back in the day. The old church with the water system and the outhouse out behind it. You don't see many of those anymore. If someone would have told me that they had this many different gingers in the world, I would have had trouble believing them. This whole little alleyway through here, and some on the far side over here is different kinds of ginger. Now I do have ginger. I grow two different types, but this is enough to get your attention.